Tuesday or Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, guys. Hello, hello. And here we go. We are getting started right here and right now. And just do a quick sound check and video check. Make sure that you can hear my voice. I'm going to turn on the chat so you can chat with me. So give me a moment. Let me go ahead and activate that. And so now you can talk to each other. You can talk to me. And if you see something, you can say something. You can type something in the chat box and say, "Hey, Greg, take a look at this currency pair," or something like that. Okay. So we're not teaching so much. We are just making money, right? So any long, drawn out, scholarly, erudite questions, you say that for our group coaching session. We have plenty of time for that on Tuesdays. 2 hours of Q&A. So save your big time questions for the Tuesday. However, if you see something like, "Hey, what do you think about this trade or about this setup or what's going down in this market or maybe upcoming news?" You can also you can find out. Hello, all. Hey, Jay Lee, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jeff.
And Jeff is here as well. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I pulled my hamstring. I was not warming up. I kind of exercised up warming up, and so I kind of pulled my hamstring. So I got my got my crutch over here. I got this compression thing here. Keelan's here. Awesome. Nice to see you. Long time no see. Awesome, awesome. Okay, we're gonna get started. I always open up with prayer. So, Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. This is the day that you have made. We will rejoice and glad in it. Thank you for blessing everyone under the sound of my voice and all the people that this podcast actually reaches. Thank you for opening our eyes of our understanding that we may look at and recognize moves in the market that we can capitalize on to establish your kingdom and to profit greatly. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, it sucks, doing, so I got left my crutch over here. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll hobble over and get it. But yeah, it hurts. And I'm not used to having hurt, but by Jesus' stripes, I'm healed. Okay, guys, let's do it. Let's go ahead and start off with my market heat map on the range of currency pairs by percentage change. See what's hopping, what's popping, what's dropping, and what's not in the market. I'm going to share my screen. Again, this is the public view, so you're going to see a lot of people in the room, and also you won't see the indicators that we normally use. So if you are a pip and runner, you go, "Hey, Greg, what about the indicators?" Hey, we that is the other 3 weeks of the month. Okay, so we start with my market heat map, and I like seeing what's going on. It's kind of early. It's still early Asia. It's like 9 a.m. in Tokyo. So let's go and take a look. And everything is gray. I thought it would be dollar yen. Everything is trading within that band between 0.20 and negative 0.20. And so if it doesn't move outside that band, then it's just going to stay gray, right? And when we actually see something try to break out, it will change color. So right now, everything uh, pretty much at a draw or a standstill. We did have ADP job numbers that actually came out better than expected. ADP employment change, the previous number was negative 29,000. The forecast called for 25,000, and the actual number is 42,000, better than expected. And that was going to benefit the US dollar. We actually had ISM services PMI. I'm surprised we had any data considering that the government shutdown continues. EIA crude oil stock exchange and EIA gasoline, that stuff comes out of from private companies along with ADP. ADP comes out from a private company as well. And thank you for muting your mics unless you have like a trade idea that you're looking at. Okay. Again, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our open house. This is free for the first week. Let people see what's going on when we do our live trading. And if you would like to be a member or VIP member, like Jay Lee and Jeff and Steve and Lisa, well, then just reach out to me on the teams and we get you signed up. Just $97 a month. and 2 hours, 6 hours a week times four, another 24 hours of Greg for $97. I'm a cheap date, but I'm worth it. Okay, let's see what's coming up. 23 minutes. We have Australian balance of trade, high impact item coming out. Imminent in about 23 minutes. Anything else on the docket? No. So let's go ahead and check some headlines real quick. Yeah, we'll check over CNBC and Snap. We don't trade that, so we don't care about that. But we did have some U.S. news. We have the Dow Jones Industrial Averages up 0.5%. S&P, Nasdaq, everything was green. So that was good for risk on appetite. But what we have seen is the dollar has gone up. Gold still has not recovered above the 4,000 area, only briefly. So we're down slightly in that. Silver is down, copper is up. Okay. And then our crypto, Euro, pound, Aussie are rebounding. Probably Asia is usually counter trend anyway. And our pre-market looks like we'll have a solid open for the stock market tomorrow. If you're trading the futures or anything like that, that's going to look good for tomorrow. But right now we're looking at today. So, and there's no anything going on with the I'm gonna look at one more thing. I'm gonna look at Bloomberg just to see if there's anything on, we had some election stuff yesterday. Blue state stayed blue, and we also have a communist that has run and won in New York, and so that's everything. Everyone's very excited about that, but it's not impacting the market, even though the New York stock market is exactly, he's the mayor of that, right? So it might be interesting. Okay, and Steve says fantastic value. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, let's go ahead and get right to it. Let's get into the charts. Oh, actually, let's go back to my market heat map. I'll go back there, log in, and just take a look at if there's any other currency pairs. You get access to the other Forex pairs when you subscribe to my market heat map. And there's it's guess what? It's all gray. But we're in Asian session, so we're actually the yen pairs are all tanking somewhat. They're all positioning themselves to go lower. And we see our Armageddon pairs at the top, Euro Aussie, dollar South African rand, pound Aussie, dollar Israeli shekel, or dollar CAD, a lot of weird currency pairs are at the top. Okay, let's make some things go away. All right, there we go. And let's go to, okay. I'm gonna arrange this by you can arrange this by percentage change too, kind of like a hack on the heat map there. And let's take a quick gander of some things. Australia, we have 23 minutes before that news comes out. And so here we go. We've got the 3-minute chart. We have three charts set up. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of there we go. We can have a little bit more real estate to work with. And okay. And we have this thing here, but we're going to remove that. That seems to get in the way. Remove. There we go. And it's zigzagging here. 15-second Australian dollar. We have a 3-minute Australian dollar. And then we have a 15-minute Aussie dollar as well, right? A 15-minute Australian dollar looks pretty tasty, right? If this count is correct, we have this. I mean, the way through is kind of small. The 3-minute is not confirming. The 3-minute is currently red pointing down. We have a bearish crossover on our oscillators. You know what those oscillators are. Well, we could be positioning ourselves for something, right? Okay. All right. So sometimes Asia can be kind of slow, and sometimes it can be kind of fast. It's helpful that we do have a news event coming up. And Sean is here. Hey, Sean says, get well soon. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate you. Sean, you can come into the room. It's okay. I'm going to mute. Okay, make sure you mute. You want your business broadcast in millions of households. There we go. Okay. So we have the 15-second chart it'll take off there. 3 minute, nothing's going on. So we are going to like stand down. We want to wait till something turns green and see if we can we have a couple of things going on. We could look for maybe a possible short if this breaks and drops some more, right? We're not really too confident of this count, but let's see. We're gonna wait for the news. And a really kind of cool little thing here is I'm going to go over here and again we had ADP report. Private sector employment increased by 42,000 jobs in October, and pay was up 4.5% year over year, according to October ADP National Employment Report, produced by ADP Research in collaboration with the Stanford Digital Economy Lab, or Stanford Lab. So ADP is a national employment report, is independent measure of labor statistics. So that's why we were able to get a jobs report from ADP and not from the BLS, which is still shut down, right? We're at the 6506 by 06. Again, we have an Aussie number coming out, and I have a countdown clock on that, I think. Okay, everything kind of froze up a little bit. Let me okay. Let me make sure. I'm gonna close up some of these tabs. We have a full moon today too, which is very interesting. It gives us a bearish tone on the euro. Okay, that broke really fast. My computer had momentarily, my internet froze momentarily. Oh, what? So we got there's supposed to be some news coming out and refreshing. All goods trade balance. Is that it? Let me go back to here. Go back to our economic calendar here. And no, today is balance of trade. 15 minutes. Balance of trade at 7:30. It's called goods trade balance. They give it a different name. 7:30. We got about 16 minutes before that comes through. Looks like we're getting a little bit of reversal on that 3-minute chart. Long wick, kind of a bearish reversal. See, this went lower than this, so that wouldn't be a C. I'm gonna remove this. Okay, there we go. So we got nice little drop. Okay, we got about 15 minutes before the goods trade balance. The previous number was 1.83 billion, with a forecast calling for a rise to 3.93 billion. That would be bullish for the Australian dollar. In Japan, we had news at 6:30 p.m. Average cash earnings year on year. It was 1.3%, and a forecast call for 1.9. It came in at 1.9. So they're making more money in Japan, and actually that was good for the Japanese currency, made it strong. Okay. And Sean has joined us, and there we go. Awesome. Gotcha. Here we go. 6506. Bounced. We got the whole number, round number defended down here at 6500. Does she want to go down? What's the count? Well, I'm looking at something like an inverted head and shoulders. This looks kind of accurate, actually. I'm probably going to leave that longer term one up. Okay, and we're actually getting a little bit of we're seeing some changes here on that 3-minute chart. It's turning green. We're in the overbought zone. Still some time for the news. And we have really nice predictive function on the 15-second chart. Maybe a wave A, maybe a wave B, maybe a little bit of a pullback. Remember we talked about in class, we talked about the pullback. We want to get a discount maybe, right? Go for the low to our high of our swing and see where she bounces at 38% discount. Oh, 50% discount. Is it being discounted for a reason? Like 5-day-old fish. It's cheap. Why is it cheap? It's cheap because it's rotten. Smell it. I'm not gonna smell it. Okay. Small body candle off the 50% retracement. Couple of candle touches. Make it really. Oh, it didn't care. 50% didn't like that. Green eggs and ham, Sam I am. Well, do you like the 61.8% retracement with tea and jam, Sam I am? Nah. Maybe. Take a little taste of that. It licked it. Seems like it was satisfied. You never know. Is it coming back for more? Ooh. Whoa. Big spike, big breakout candle. Right out the 618. One candle break, trend line break. Bad fill, 6506. Let's do it. Where's Mikey? Or Mikey, he'll eat anything, right? Okay, we got our retracement. It came right to the 618. They said, that's a great bargain. Well, let me have a couple, right? 100% expansion, 6507. Hey, we need some pips, that's kind of small. We need like 10 pips out of this. 10 at 16, maybe. 4.236, the old high. Look left, 6511. That's wow, before the news, didn't even wait. 6511. Let's see. We're just gonna go back to the old high. Right, the old high. Look left. All right. So we bounced, break, It's ahead of the news. Somebody got excited, pulled the trigger. Okay, we're pulling back again. So if you missed it, you do the same thing again. Go from low to the high and see if we get a bounce. Oops, let go. Stuck to my hands. And let's see. All right. Another pennant forming, another flag. I might put another slab on the grill. See, look, down to that 618. It's tagging it, it's touched it. Yum. Yum, yum. Yummy for my tummy. Look at it. It's like a dog looking at a new bone. Sniff. Ooh. Green candle. Trend line break. I'll put two in. Stop. Okay. We probably want to 6505. 4 pips below that takes us to 6501. Oh, what? Oh, I mean, on these small charts, the stops look huge, right? 4 pips below that is 6501. 6501 is way down here, right? That's 65. This is 6501, right? Because we are on a 15-second time frame. So everything looks bigger. Everything's bigger in Texas, right? Um, uh, uh, I'm checking out my 3 minute. I've got trend line break, color change on the 3 minute. Ooh, okay. We got news in 7 minutes. And we have retraced all the way back down to the original entry, 6505. That's a double bottom, 100% expansion, 100% retrace. I'm sorry. Okay, rebounded off the 6505, small body candle. Ooh, okay. Okay. 6 minutes before the news. Lots of scrambling around here for the bit of that. Two green candles we got, and then now a red one. And it's looking pretty beefy too. Okay. Well, that was a liquidity sweep with a spike up. Work our way down. I'm gonna remove all these drawings. Let's see what we got. We have our lots of support at 6502. Maybe a bearish head and shoulders here on the 15-second chart. And now we have a bearish engulfing on the 3 minute. If you look, let me get rid of all this stuff over here. Let me go to settings and get rid of the position orders, right? And you can see we're kind of like in a high and tight bull flag on the 15-minute. That may be a little far away. And maybe a 5 minute gets us a more clear. Because right now we're inside this box. on the 15-minute. All right. Usually don't. Okay, so we got news coming up in 4 minutes. But we're moving kind of bearishly. We had a beautiful kind of a wedge pattern, inverted head and shoulders. But all we got was we got three wave correction against the trend. We got A, B, C, right? So we did get an ABC, and then we have this plummet. Okay, so let's see. Fishing expedition. The stop is at 65.01. And we use a fit projection using the current impulse wave. We would have a bigger target. These guys are trying to fish this out. And well, that would take us up to the 618 is 65.27, right? So 65.27. I think the market makers are, they're doing their market maker things, right? And let me get back to our mid 31 seconds to Australia goods trade imminent. Source comes the Australian Bureau of Statistics. There's the difference in value between imported and exported goods during the reported month. Actual is greater than forecast. Usually it's good for the currency, and it's released monthly about 35 days after the month ends. So, and the next release day will be December 3rd, 2025. And the source changed series from balancing goods and services to balance in goods as of November 2023. A positive number indicates that more goods were exported than imported. And why traders would care about this, export demand and currency demand are directly linked because foreigners must buy the domestic currency to pay for the nation's exports. Export demand also impacts production and prices at domestic manufacturers. Okay. And there's also another name for it. They call it international trade in goods. And really all we think is it's, if it's important enough for people to take a look at and trade it, and it creates some type of a ripple effect in the market. And so we have, let me give us a graph. It has been falling as of late. Pending. Okay. 1.83, still pending. 3.93 billion was the forecast. Still pending. Somebody knows it because it's the market's starting to move. Still pending. Let me try refreshing my browser. And still pending. So it's flashing. Pending. That's probably why the market is kind of frozen chosen. Still pending. Goods trade out of Australia, 7:30 p.m. They're holding it to the last 3.94 billion. Better than expected. 3.94 billion versus 3.93 billion. So they were pretty good at their estimation, and the previous number was 1.83 billion. So a lot better than forecasts. I mean, a lot better than the previous number, not a lot higher than forecasts. So we'll see if we get the resulting pop from that. Sometimes it's delayed. Sometimes it's already priced in. Maybe that initial pop we saw, but we're at the bottom of that high and tight bull flag range. Right there. We're at the bottom of that red box. And so if we are range trading, let's see if we come back up. Retesting that bottom, retesting that low, 65.03. Looking for a reversal as I enjoy my maple and ginger tea. Looks like we have a 3-4-5, but with that 5 go so deep that getting really close to our stop, 65.03, 02 by 03, and our stop is at 01, and we're coming really close, and it's starting to accelerate. It's like, no, let's reverse. Very close on our stops. And we have a real extreme, new low in price. Momentum is slowing. So, but 65.01. Let's put the stop 4 pips below the low that we got in. Looking for a reversal. And that's why I call it these fundamentals. I mean, we really didn't get much of a blow off, a reaction. In fact, we had a larger reaction pre-news event. O two 022 by 025. Fraction of a pip spread there. Again, if you have eyes on something else that fits our criteria, let us know because we.
Hey, Doc. Hey, I posted something in the chat.
Oh, yeah. If you could just maybe, okay, you got a Giazza or something.
Yeah.
Oh, gold, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Let me move this over here so I can open in browser. I don't want to do that. Okay. Okay. I want to keep my eyes on though. Okay. Gold. Yeah. Okay. What's up? 5 minute possible fall. It can't seem to get out of its own way. In fact, we had that long range sideways consolidation, like up and down, up and down, up and down. And we're making lower lows and lower highs. All right, look at this. Okay. It's moving so slow. It'll let us know if it's if he gets back. Let's go and take a look at look at a faster a faster boat here. Okay, so let's take a look at that up to 5 minutes here, and stretch it out a little bit. And so we're in that consolidation there. This thing's been playing funky all day long, right? So you get that big cross on the oscillator, right? Below zero line. And you see every time that's done that with price at the bottom of the range, it's trended up, right? Like here and here, and now we're here, right? We think it's going to roll over and it does something stupid because big loop back D's either 3 or C, right? So if it's 3, 3, 4, 5, we make a new low and we fall, right? But if this is A, B, C, then that's 1 and this is 2, and then we launch up. That's that'll be your alternative count, right? Because I would actually count it out. Where is that? Right here, right? Okay. I go 1, 2, consolidation, 3, 4, 5, right? Big loop back D. Sorry, I can't. Big loop is always 3 or C, right? So it wouldn't be 1. Big loop is never 1. So, if it's a big loop, it's either 3 or C. So,
yeah, I see it. Okay.
right? You gotta do like kung fu and brand it on your arm. You look down like, what, Daddy?
Yeah.
What'd you do that for?
Remember we got the open guest tonight though, so
Yeah, I know. I caught myself. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. So C or 3. Elliot's generic. 3, 4, 5. Right. So if it's not 3, then the alternative count, this is C.
See. Yeah. Okay.
So if this is C, and see that's C, the C that's you see, that's where you kind of like get caught on, right? A,
Right.
B,
Right.
C,
Right.
D. And then you try to short it, and then it looks bearish. I mean, it looks like it wants to roll over and die, right? But I tried to do that this morning. I'm like, it's C, right? An alternative count, right? I mean, this could drop. But still, I would, if it breaks the high, that would confirm that this is C, right?
It's C.
That'll be my MOB make or break right there, right?
Right. Yeah, I was comparing that 5-minute chart with the higher time frame 1 hour. And so that's why I was more biased to the downside.
Yeah, but look, if you can look back, you see where these things kind of
Yeah.
like turned
Yeah.
around, right? They got like,
Yep. Now that you
go,
pointed out, I see how my account is off.
yeah. Yeah, just use that the crest to anchor, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
No,
should
I
be
got you. I'm tracking. I
all
don't
right.
want you to give away too
Oh,
much
yeah,
of
right. Exactly.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it makes it a lot easier that when we share charts and things like that. So now we have a
Right.
wave 1 or 2, and then boom, right?
Yep.
Boom, right? So then it's like, okay, draw my line in the sand. If we get across 39.77, we're golden. Haha, get it golden. Right.
All right. Well, thanks for the input and feedback.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. I can even see, yeah, you can even see 4, 5, or walking, right? 5, correction, resumption of a holy whacked. Yeah. It was like this. You thought, oh yeah, this is gonna drop. No, right? Oh yeah, this is a descending triangle, right?
Yeah, same
No.
thing happened to me this morning.
Yeah.
I was up 3.5%, I think, and ended up giving some of it back. So I
Yeah.
just shut it down.
Yeah.
I was like, let me just keep what I have.
Right. Right. And come back at another day.
Yeah.
You know, ask the Lord for guidance. You know, show me the error of my ways, oh Lord.
All right, Doc, thanks.
You're welcome. Cool. 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 All right. Yeah. Big. Yeah, we're still in. For those of you who are wondering, we are still in Aussie. My stop is at 01 and we're at 03. So we're just barely hanging on right there. Thinking that we have no, if that was a news, maybe we'll get a news fed reversal or something, but let's look for some other good hunting. Here is Kiwi dollar, and does not look too appetizing. I mean, it's sloping up, but we don't have any buyers in here. Uh, Still early yet. What's been taking the downside are our yen pairs. Our yen pairs have been moving down, and well, this was moving up. This Swiss yen is beating the crowd. What's going on here? Well, that's coming. Okay. We are in a upward rising channel with a big thrust, a big momentum push. And there's a chance we could get from here to there. Our lower time frame is saying not today, not right now. Indecision. Dollar yen looks like it was falling out of bed, giving us some nice activity there. We had a nice uptrend. I'm gonna remove these guys. Okay. All right. So and then let's get some more data. Ooh, okay. Trend line break, color change. Can we long at 53.95? We have an uptrend, pullback, color change on the 5-minute, 2, and I would set my take profit at the old high, 54.36, right? And a stop 4 pips below the low. The low is 53.85, and that would be a 53.80, and probably like 79 or something, right? 70, 78, 79, right? And that gives us a nice little risk to reward of 2.2 to 1, right? Figure that we have 3 wave corrections against the trend, 1, 2, 3, or ABC, and maybe we'll start a new 5-wave move back toward the high 54.36. I'm trading 10 standard lots. You probably can't do that right now. So, feel free to use weather position sizing, fit your risk tolerance, your risk parameters. That 200 moving average was hanging out there. But we got one underneath. So let's see which one wins out there, right? And I thought we were going to get a lift off. Nice double bottom right there. I thought we would get a nice lift off. But alas, we did not. $53.92. And actually, if we I know my stop is down here at 92, which is, I mean, 78 is far away, really, really far away, right? And we got a low at 85. I mean, so yeah, it would be like a 5 pip stop, but the structure is broken in 5 pips. You don't really need 10, right? To figure out it's a dog with fleas. Okay. 53.90. We're down 6 pips. Gee, guys, let's take the opposite side of my trade and you make money. Look at this. I mean, technically, this might have been our double topping formation at the 200th moving average. Might not been, I was looking for a double top and a break, but one top, two top, triple top. 53.88. Man, this was waiting for me. Really? There you go. I got it. Remember, no charts were harmed in the filming of this video. '88, 86 by 88. A little bit of support here from the previous low. See if we've completed our correction and maybe ready to turn around. Are we ready? Got a long wick 15-second candle. Yeah, support. 3-wave correction against the trend. Let's go. Okay, a little bit better. There we go. I'm hesitant to put any more on that. US, this is the dollar yen, 89 by 91. And it looks like we've turned from the 87 low there. Probably a fib. So I put my fibs on. Didn't think we were going to drop that far. And we dropped right to the 786. Fibonacci, one of the Fibonacci's of last resort. And once we have a confirmed bounce, and most bounces, majority of bounces are going to be from Fibonacci levels, are going to be very close. Price itself moves in Fibonacci sequence. So we take maybe the highest peak here, pull back to that low where we stopped, which was the 78.6 retracement. And then we have a right here, 53.87, a little bit lower than that right there. Lock that in there, right? So the 100% expansion is a little bit lower because the deeper the pullback, the extensions are not as strong, right? Not as big. I see a big bullish engulfing candle, and we could take that back up. I mean, that would make us a whole lot of money. We'll be profitable, but you know, there we go. There we go. Bullish engulfing. There you go. You ask and you shall receive, right? But no, based on the pattern and the chart on a three-wave correction, we should get back to the old high, which would be 54.34, right? Which is quite a bit higher right there, right? Which would be like a little bit beyond the 323% expansion target. Let's go. Good point, Nanette. I don't particularly use the moving averages. The only moving average I use is the 200, and we've been pretty successful the last couple of months. So um, I know some of the people here, like Steve and I think Rod, they use moving averages too. But uh, so we will see. Bullish against the low. We had 80, 53, 85. And this little doohickey here, that is in our indicator section. And Steve was so kind to share that where that was located here. If you go to indicators and you go to up here, the adaptive trend finder is the second indicator. If you click that, it will draw this channel, which is I find pretty helpful, right? Or I just can't get rid of it. I don't know where. Sometimes you'll have this thing projecting. You'll see price do something like, you'll be extremely bearish, and then price breaks out, right? So yeah, my higher time frame is and we could squeeze some more. Oh, and we got this. Lots of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. We have this lower high, but it's after a correction. So let's see. Let's go. Break that high. I just don't believe in triple tops. See a triple try. I really don't believe in quadruple tops. Right? They're like a myth. Because really it's a 3, 4, 5, and then A, B, right? With the B equals 5, right? And then the next time it comes back up, well, it just finished this ABC correction. Now it's 1, 2, 3, and maybe the 3 stops and pauses, and then people start shorting, and then boom, all this liquidity is up here. All these sell orders are located right here. And once this thing breaks into those sell orders, we usually have a short squeeze rally. So here's your little taste of the sell order. I'm gonna move it out of the way. Now, what'd you do that for? I was doing fine. You put those sellers over the top, right? Yeah, and then those will probably come to some type of a Fibonacci pullback. Small body candle, Harami, mommy giving birth to a look who's coming to dinner candle. Oh, she's giving birth to twins. How'd she give birth to a green candle? Ah, the mailman, or the milkman. And she's got triplets. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there you go. Bouncing off the 38. Axe and 238s. Oof. One pullback. I hit that 200 simple moving average thing. Is just hanging out there. Oh, and now we're coming back down to the 618. Couple of failed attempts to break the 200. We're here for a fresh trend line break, color change. I'm not going to add any more to this, I don't think. As I see some confidence. Yeah, it didn't look like it wanted to. I wanted to tag that 618 nicely with gusto, with fervency, with boldness, with charisma. There we go. We'll push this baby back. We'll move, do that again. Narrow range bar at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. Okay, that's okay. So I'm gonna add another one. Another slab on the grill. Let's start barbecuing, baby. Oscillators were turning up. Ooh, we're hitting that. We hit that 618. Smashed it in the jaw. Ooh, long wick. We got our Pinocchio bar. We got the low of 53.86. You're 87 by 88. You do have stops at 78. And pushing back through that low of 53.85. Or are we going to close below that area? We're going to, or buyers step in and take this baby up. And okay, Aussie dollar. We were stopped on that trade. Finally broke the 65. I just heard it go off. Yeah. So yeah, broke hard at 65.00. So we basically have the Aussie drop. But let's take a look at the DXY. See what's going on there. DXY is dropping too. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you have the Aussie dollar versus the dollar, and the dollar getting stronger, but we see the dollar also falling out of bed as well. So where is the strength? Where is the money going? Just follow your nose. Where is it going? Is it going to the it's maybe going to the euro, right? That's where the strength is, right? 15.5 and yeah, right. Which means our Euro Aussie probably would be going nuts right now. Yeah. So this is a Euro story, guys. You gotta be super sleuthy, right? So okay, well that's where the not much volume during Asia. So if it's got to be someplace, like where is it? If it's not in the dollar and the dollar pairs are weakening, then it must be the anti-dollar, right? So there we go. We solved that. Because dollar is getting its butt kicked on some pairs and winning against other pairs. Okay. Let's see what the pound. Okay. Um, mm, 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 mm. Okay. All right. So this is what we want to see. We want to see lots of green across multiple time frames, and that makes it stupid simple to trade. Okay, we've got a little bit of a green candle here on the 15-second chart, and we're gonna pull the trigger on that long at 115.05, and we're gonna put a stop five pips below that. So that takes us to 115.01 or so. All right, that's 4 pip stop, 5 pip stop. What? Oh my God, got me on the spread. Ah. Oh, okay. There we go. was to grab the wrong thing. That's what I did, Greg. All right. Let's go back to our last high that we had. It was 1533, which is pretty monster. Oop. They probably figured, well, the U.S. government shut down, right? And so the reason why the euro was kind of created was to be the counterbalance or the counterweight to if something went wrong in the U.S., they would have another place to go, right? Since the euro is the anti-dollar, so once we were once a bastion of stability, and you know we have some unstable things that are making a lot of big investors a little bit wary about investing in the U.S., even though we have the stock market new highs and things like that. But if you have income inequality has led to revolutions. I'm not advocating for any revolutions. As a student of history, if people can't eat, they start burning things. So you can't say let them eat cake. They start chopping heads off. Might be a little late to this party, but let me get back. Uh, yeah, give me 81. Oh, no. Where am I? This is not it. It's in the yens. It's in the yens. Yen pairs. It's in here. Ah, I told him I might need to learn those moving averages, right? Okay. Let's go back to the heat map for a moment. And let's go to all the Forex pairs and see how everything kind of still a breakout of even though these are kind of big moves. There we go. Euro Aussie, Euro Kiwi. So the euro pairs are moving to the top, not by much, but it's Euro, Norwegian kroner, Euro dollar, Euro CAD. They're all kind of like meandering their way up. And Euro Aussie is a particularly strong one too. Euro Kiwi, Euro Aussie, right? Probably better than the our Euro 5 minute is pulling back. Maybe a double bottom there. Let's go to see. There we go. Euro Aussie. Nice strong move crossing through the 200 moving average. That was their entry right there. Beautiful entry, but we missed that one. Was looking at something else. How about Euro Kiwi? Let's see if that one's already run as well. Okay. Come on, guys. We got all these eyes in the market. That was running. And then this one. This. Come on, let's go. 55, 115.05 by 05. And I believe we came down to a fib. We had a fib. So we had that 23% fib where I got long. It wasn't so now we went to the 38. Seems like we're getting some traction there.
Hey, Doc.
Ah,
Yeah, looks like that gold count was off just by a little. That last leg down, I think, was a 5.
oh, it was a 5. So it was
Yeah.
good job. Okay. All right. Let's you look well, if you
I'm
actually
looking at the 5 minute.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is 5 minutes. Yeah, you see, it double topped, right? So it it did. It actually
But
did a double ABC, right? Well, it'd be 5. It could be a double top within a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves of 4 for the drop. Good call.
yeah, that's how I was counting it, a double top and a 4.
Okay. Awesome. Ring the bell. Okay.
Well, the only thing is, after after we talked about it, I thought my count was wrong, so I got out early. Only made
Ooh,
like a couple bucks instead of $10.
okay.
I mean, it still closed in the positive, but it could have been a much bigger winner.
Okay.
Hey, I'll take what I can get.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, and you don't have to share a detailed scenario of what you're, of what you're doing. You just really say, "Hey, I'm looking at gold for a short," and that
Yeah,
way you can keep your analysis pure to yourself, and you can stick to your guns, right? And
yeah,
but yeah, remember I said this is not teaching. This is just if you see something, say something, but you don't have to say too much. Just you know that
right.
way, yeah. That way, it's like, hey, I'm looking. Somebody's like, I'm in gold. It's like, or okay, well, okay, what direction? All we need is like, what are you trading and what direction you think, and that's
Gotcha.
about it. Yeah, yeah, you know.
And I tell you that Elliott Wave workshop was invaluable.
Oh,
Yeah, that workshop is awesome.
do you go back to the material?
Yeah, from time to time, I sure do. I
Yeah,
sure do.
I think Ashley is she enrolled in it, but she's going through it. But yeah, that's gonna be the foundation of the the new course that's rolling out. So that's what we're doing when we do these weekend workshops. Those workshops are basically creating material for uh the new course, right? So if you take the club workshop, well, guess what? At the end of the workshops, you're gonna have the new course, right?
Yeah,
for
nice, nice.
right for like what $197 per class. It's gonna be because the new course is gonna be like 15,000 or 20,000, right? But you guys are gonna get it when you attend the weekend course. You get lifetime access. You're gonna get the material ahead of time, right?
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
go ahead and sign me up for the new course now. So,
Okay. Yeah, I could like make a subscription kind of like as they come out, you'll have access to it. But yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you get back to it.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of like watching the euro and looking at a couple little oddballs. A couple of things though. I actually started trading. Uh, I'll show you. I actually started trading it at 5:30. At 5:30, and what I noticed was you have all kinds of little setups going on, with the predictive function and number of things, like at the close of New York session, like if you had sells in the New York session, right? That those are the currencies that took off in Asia, right? So, and then the buys, like you had long buys on dollar CAD. Dollar CAD was strong at the close of New York. Dollar CAD, dollar Swiss, dollar yen were all right. But I traded pound dollar long, and this even though the spread widened out, I was able to close it for a gain. And so those ones that ended weak during New York were actually are the big winners right now, right? Which is pretty cool because in fact, yeah, I was long. I actually was long like 447, and I knew it was going to be triple interest, and I didn't want to pay triple interest, so I got out of. I closed them all at a profit, and then after the swap fees went out, I at 501, I got back 502, maybe I got back in long pound dollar, and the spread was like it was like an 8 pip spread, but I've scalped 8 pip spreads, right? And then prices start shooting up um to fill when the spreads normalize, everything shot up. So okay, so let's go back. I took a screenshot. Now I'll show you that screenshot during I'll show it during I'm hearing Jeff in my head. Hey, it's public. It's public. He's like, yeah, yeah, right. So but anyway, it was at 5 p.m. is 17, right? So yeah. So here's that 17. Every like sell off, horrible sell off, right? We were here, horrible sell off. Basically, this is a gap. Price was sideways, and then just before at 4, we started dropping, right? So this is terribly weak, right? And then going into 5 p.m., it filled the gap, right? Pull back, and then started, and then this just got up in this massive uptrend, right? So gap down, up, like 5 A, B, and a C or 3, just walking, 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 right? In fact, this is probably setting up again, right? Trend line break, trend line break. So taking us right back to the 8 o'clock high, the 8 o'clock money train. Oh, right. It's it's not much space left on that. The euro, still waiting for that baby. Seemed like it's the euro is strong against the dollar, but not that strong. Your cross rates are a lot more. I mean, like 23%, 18%. Let's go to Euro Aussie. EU short is positive. Yeah, it was positive. Yeah, Sean, EU was would have been. See what they do is they'll give you the swap, but you're in the wrong direction. You get that interest. So yeah, I got the interest, but now euro's going up. You're short euro dollar to get the swap, and then it goes up, and then you you lose on the other side. So I said, nah, I don't want the swap. You can keep your swap. I'll swap that out, right? You can keep your swap. I know this thing is going to go in the opposite direction of the swap. Ooh, right? And so I'll get out, let the swap get charged, and then come back in the direction of the currency and not the direction of the swap. They rarely want to give you the interest and the appreciation at the same time. Well, this thing is really backed off, right? We know what that is. 3, 4, 5. New high, lower momentum, A, B, C, right? So if this is ABC, then we should be entering wave 1, right? And if this is, this is what I would like to see for a conservative entry, so you're not caught, right? Is to wait for this, and if you miss it, oh well, and then wait for this, right? Catch that AB, and then right the 1-2, right, and go like that, right? That way, I know I tell you about the confirmation stuff and don't be a dinosaur, but B usually comes back like 50% or 60%, right? It comes down deep. So you're almost getting in close to where you would have jumped the gun, right? And then you can avoid this, where the C starts walking, right? And like it's walking A, B, C, 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 and then may flash one green candle, then you jump on that, and then you're in this mess, right? So I'm in markets which we with gold you kind of like jump on it, right? But even then, wait for that pop. Don't get FOMO. Wait for the pullback, and then back up the truck, right? And then I would say, look, have my stop below the low of that run. So now you've got a really solid risk to reward. See, like that. See, in the old days, I would still jump on that, right? I'll tap that, It's like, Greg, you're just a gunslinger. You just jump on everything, right? But I find out that, I'll wind up, I'll get in here, get out. It'll pull back. I'll get out when it starts turning red. I'll get back in it, and I want to hit that thing twice anyway, right? So why just okay? I might bypass that A, and then go for that entry on the B. Heavy, right? I mean, see, there we go. See, but sometimes it's like, is this little piece here A and that's B, and now we're in a C right now, right? Well, okay, so here we go. So let me look, see. The moment I want to be cautious, pull the trigger, right? You have one job, pull the trigger, right? All right. Okay, this is our theory. Our theory is this is A, right? And we're oh my goodness, Yeah. And then when you try to buy that, it drops, right? Or you might get one big, large A that goes straight up to the top and no pullback. Oh my goodness. So what do you think about that? It makes you want to be a gunslinger, right? That's a 7 pip run. Okay, but let's see. Let's see. Maybe this is a big A, right? Small body candle. Let's see if we get a pullback. Okay. Stop going up. Okay. Coming back for air. Okay. And then we can put a Fibonacci on that. Will we? So the emotion of not being sure if this is going to hold up or not versus FOMO. Man, if I had only gotten here, I mean, the emotions are pretty much the same, right? And if that's all the pullback you get and this thing starts running again, then what are you going to do? Right. And we break to a new high, right? And so basically you miss that entire trade. Well, even when you don't get, I mean, you gotta also look at the currency pair too. You're Aussie, you're not gonna get any pullbacks. There are no pullbacks here. You got some here. But when this thing starts going nuclear, you don't get much pullback. It's a very decisive currency. If we finally get a little pullback, right? 7702. Now, let's just get rid of all this. Okay. Move that and remove that. We finally get a little bit of meaningful correction. 23% retracement, pullback. One green candle at the 23% retracement is kind of small, kind of feeble. And it changes red. And another feeble red candle. And another one. And you can see this is 20 is 8 o'clock. So that was we had 8 o'clock money train going down and up without us. Oh, Okay. Wait. Well, that was kind of feeble and weak. Okay. So let's protect. Oh, that's a big stop, right? Usually you go Fibonacci, go back to the it's 91, so it's like 8 pips. And that was that was like a trap. You got one small green candle, it was flashing green and it did not hold, right? Let me jump to the euro, and okay, finally, right? We got, when we weren't looking at it, it's running, right? It's running until we looked at it, right? 200 bucks, 200, 200, take it. All right. All right. Cool. Let's go back to the Euro Aussie. We got the tweezer bottoms at the 618. If you are taking the opposite of my trades and making money, that's certainly okay. There's nothing to feel bad about. Okay. Fibonacci's of last resort. We're at the 786. And our 50-minute time frame, our 5 time frame, kind of moving. We're sideways in a box in a range on the 5-minute. Top of the box is at 7707, and bottom of the box is 7691. We're moving toward the bottom of that box. Got a rough start here. We've had much more impressive starts. I could blame the muscle relaxers. I did pull my hamstring, but as on the checklist thing, I rarely get sick and I rarely injure myself. So it's something to deal with when you're trading, right? You're not at 100%. Like yesterday was a little bit different. It was a different market yesterday. Maybe it was the same market, but Greg was just a little bit different, right? Okay. Dropping all the way back down. Just I mean, none of these fibs were all lying. And here we go. We're coming up on the 200 simple moving average and the 88.6 move jazz, the end of the FM dial when it comes to Fibonacci's, and see if we stage a an assault or retrace from here. Especially since we already had a three-wave correction and we're looking for, I mean, if this is a wave 1-2, it's a really big 1-2, right? Very massive. And the bigger the correction, the sometimes the bigger the expansion. Sometimes in the early phases, and nope, not this case. Muscle relaxers definitely risk off. You are not as sharp. It's like drinking and driving. Chinese, there's some Chinese data that came through, but something about Pony AI sees shares drop 12% as autonomous driving firm debuts in Hong Kong. Yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with this. Oh yeah, and the price came right down to the top. Seems like the euro pairs are, they're deflating. Right. All right. Let's go back to old friend gold, right? Nice double bottoms or 3-second chart. And we have we have trend line break, color change. I'm long at 39.7386. It's got that red change, the green. I missed this first candle. The second candle's in the same area. And let's see if we can catch this double bottom and the predictive function completed our 5-wave, the J. Lee 5-wave, right? And see if we can retake the old high. And I want to show this thing. So we got positions and orders, and let's back there again. So that's 39.89. And our stop loss, our old low was 39.64. Oh, with gold, you want to give it maybe like $10 below that's 54. Stop loss at 54. Okay. Wow. That's a big one, right? A little bit more than that. Let's see the previous highs that we have on the maybe to a 30-minute. Let's see our previous highs that might be better targets for us. Or we can use Fibonacci because we're sitting right on a Fibonacci expansion. Let's see if we hit the 100% is 4,026.04. That's also the old high back there. But I probably feel more confident with the 4,002, the whole number round number there. That gives us a little bit more than a 1-to-1, right? But our breakout quickly turned to mush. Where you don't get, we go right back to the old high, and that's it. And there wasn't very much room. And you think maybe you could gotten up to here, but no. Things are sloping downward. Might have to pull out those moving averages. Trend strength is moderate. We're coming up on the channel break. I mean, it's trying to muster a trend line break, and you can see they like tried and just failed, right? Look, it trying. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. Let's stay focused. $3,977.85 is a 100% expansion. Just chair went backwards. See if we can clear this area. So we climbed above that 200 and just not getting the follow through there, right? I think I have the template with those moving averages on there. Oof. Well, green above red. So many, so confusing. Ah, okay. 3,971 with, I mean, structurally, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I mean, we're in these ABCs, right? And this thing is flipping around, it doesn't know what to do. I mean, let's flip these, flip the fibs around like that. And okay, we wicked 618. Well, see if that low holds 39.70. Try it again. You get your heel, you get your arch, you have your toe. Toe breaks out of the shoe. Unless the shoe has a hole in it, right? So this is telling you that you're having pattern failure here, that this is leaning toward bearish, right? Because it's going through the follow through, it's doing everything it's supposed to do, and then it fails. So, like, how many clues do we need? Where the end of a 5-wave leads to a 5-wave, which is a sign of what we have not seen in months and months, is reversal. We've always seen retracement, but we've never seen reversal, right? Look at that trend line break, color change, and it just won't start. It's like a car with a bad alternator. It's just it's sitting below the 200. So actually, you would draw your lines across the bottom, right? And if we can't stay above the line, we might need to bail on this trade instead of having our stop way down there to say, look, if this thing can't get enough momentum to the upside, then see, and you know what you okay. So we clear the 200. Other our 5 minute time frames. So I'm gonna watch this yellow line. If yeah, I'm gonna get out. It broke the line. Right. I was gonna flip it around. Right. Okay, we're making more money on the south side though. Okay. I mean it would look at that. Right. Right. There we go. So we could probably get big money, 39.67, big drop. Squeezer bottoms, reversal, 3, 4, 5, A or 1, B or 2. 39.72. I'm probably gonna bail if we close above this area. So let's see what happens here. Didn't close, it wicked. Small body candle. This is double topping. I'm not talking about cherries and whipped cream either, about double topping. Come on. Okay. We're out of this. Okay. Well, that count didn't work, right? Let's go. So this is the opposite of the count. Well, I was talking to you about. Come on. Look left. Let's go. Anytime now. Ah, now it's dripping blood. No, stop. Okay. Ooh. Wow, I think it sure was trying to break down, and then it just took off. I got chopped up in that. Okay. No worries. We'll see if we're in the market's warming up a little bit. Okay, let's see if we get a breakout here. There we go. And again, I mean, why not? It's gonna give it to me. I'll take it again. It was stalling out. Oof. Put your hand back in the cookie jar. Like Winnie the Pooh. You look at your other time frames, they're all looking good. We clear this. We got lots of room to run. Right? 39.90. There we go. There we go. Jeff, what's he doing? Oh, C Trader, look at you. Hey, get together with Jay Lee about getting him on C Trader. We were just talking about that. Congratulations, buddy. Add this to your folder. Nice. Add this to Jeff. There we go. Oh, come on. I'm going to take that. Ah, no worries. All right. Got 5 minutes. What's this? You got another one? What you doing? What you doing? Gold again. Nice. Yeah, if it's giving it to you, just kill it. It's like, I'll take that. I'll tap that. What's going on here? Really? Oh, try that again. No, that's your sound. All right. Ready? Are you ready? Ready, steady, Eddie, Freddy. 5 days of Freddy. Tweezer bottoms. Bam, hit me. Trend line break, color change. Rinse, wash, and repeat. You have one job. One job. Well, like you protect your money, right? Make the money. Oh, really? It's trying to slip me while I'm making it. I'm trying to ring the register, baby. Trying to ring this register. Pay me, pay me. Oh, pull back. Trend line break. Oh, that double top. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Ooh, another red candle. Really? It changed. Don't change. You got this. Don't go changing. Try to please me. Come on. We need you right here on this line, on the white line. You can't say that. That's racist. No, it's the white line. There's nothing racist about white line. Come on. 100% expansion. Let's do this thing. Come on all day. Got about 2 minutes left. I I I $50? No, you come on, come on, come on, come on. 330, 610. I'll take it. We'll take that too.
House of pleasure.
Hit me. Pay me. Big one. Monkey. Big one. Hit me. Next card. Next card. Been in Vegas too long. I go to the blackjack table after I get off here, right? No. No. Oh no, it's Wednesday church service. My bad. Blackjack's tomorrow. Come on, come on, come on. Give me one more. Oof. Give me. Feed me, Seymour. Seymour. Feed me. Oof. That is such an odd looking. Take it. Get in there. Oh my God. It's like so slow in the draw. What was on that? It's called latency. Oh, now he gave me that order now? What's this thing? Like US mail? Oh, didn't mean to insult you. Ooh, Darth Maul candle. Long wick. Ooh. Oof. 9 o'clock. Man, turned into a pumpkin. I was looking for that 39.77. We've got lots of a lot of Momo on the 5 minute, and here we go. 39.75, 58 by 55. I'm not crying. $75. Ain't this a rounded top? We oversold. Not adding any more bacon to this baby. There's a fire in the kitchen right now. Well, if we're gonna correct like that, then we're going to raise our target to 39.79. Here we go. What's he doing? Green candle break. You got one job. You have just one job. Take it. That's it. Done. Yeah, I cheated. How do you do that? Don't try that at home, ladies and gentlemen. All right. It's 9 o'clock. I know I sucked at the beginning. You know, sorry about that. It is really, man. I stunk up the place here, huh? Move this over here. Oh, and it keeps going. There you go. There you go. See, guys, it's the power of the wave count. When you count, what did I say? I'm gonna raise my target to 272. Look at that. Exactly, right? Remarkable, huh? All right, so this is what we did. This is the damage we caused ourselves. I mean, on the button. Oh my goodness, you know? I just want to turn that thing green. Right. So this is what we did. So we got chopped up, you know, we took some base hits, right? On the, on the dollar yen, euro Aussie, bleh. But hey, we got our footing, and even highly medicated, we did okay. All right. Well, all right, guys. Well, we'll see you tomorrow. Hope this was helpful, right? And remember, your analysis now at Pip and Run is awesome. Okay, trust yourself, and don't let me talk you out of your trades. Okay, the big lesson for today.